So I think we are opening some packs. Because that's why we're here, to open some packs. So these are the new packs. Looks like a leather. So comparison to the ones we had before, this looks like a leather booster pack. So we open the first booster pack here. And I will of course open all 60. I have not seen any of the new cards that was not revealed so far, so everything is new here. So let's start with the 7 Magicka Bloodline Outcast. 7/7. When a creature dies, Bloodline Outcast gains Drain this turn. Well, that's interesting. So that is not only a creature in your lane, it's not only your own creature, it can also be an opponent's creature, and then the Bloodline Outcast is getting drained. The thing is, of course, for 6 you would get a Night Shadow, which has 6/5, always drain and breakthrough, so I don't know if you really want to play a Bloodline Outcast, potentially not. Gavel of the Ordinator here is an item for 2 Magicka. Gives a creature +2 attack, summon, the wielder is immune to damage this turn. Ooh, that can be cool. That's kinda like a cheap removal. If you play that on a creature, if there's a creature on the board, that's probably helping you to trade into a unit. The unit is staying on the board and still keeping the buff. So that can be cool. Then we have the Moon Sugar Smuggler. That's a cheat. For 1 Magicka, 1/1, last gap, gain 2 Magicka this turn. Oh, so you can cheat. You can use that in ramp also, whatever. Check your stories at some point, you might have the free puzzle. Yeah, I think so, we have the free puzzle, most likely. If the other 2s are in the store right now, so then we should have the free puzzle. Silt Strider, 2 Magicka, 0 attack and 4 defense. The picture looks cool. Prophecy, oh, there's a prophecy. Some people were asking if there will be prophecies in the expansion, so that's a prophecy. Prophecy and guard, summon, move a friendly creature to this lane. That can work with some other guards. So if you face an aggressive deck, maybe you hit the prophecy, then you have a guard on the lane, then you can just switch another guard also in the lane or so. That might be working. Then we have, okay, this was already shown, right? The red one, that's just a small rally unit. And there's a tiny bigger rally unit, kind of doing the same. It's just instead of 1, you have everything on 2. Okay, that was the first pack. Those textures, you don't like them? Why not? So we open the next booster pack. Oh, that was quick. Boom, boom, boom. Some rares. Nick Sound, there's another prophecy. So yeah, prophecies are hairy. Nick Sound for Magicka. 3/2. Prophecy, summon, shaggle each enemy creature with less power than the Nick Sound. Oh well. That is not only for 1 lane. Hoo. What is Rally doing? Rally means that if you hit your opponent, then you are buffing 1 card in your hand. I think that was Rally, right? Pretty sure that was Rally. The Nick Sound, if you have a Galeen and you buff that, it's pretty good. It's shaggling every enemy creature, not 1 lane. So there are multiple units already that are doing stuff with both lanes. Cool. Therese Passabane. Action. Set a creature's power to 1. So power is the attack. Okay. We'll probably not see play. Silent Pilgrim, Dark Elf for 3, 1/1. Summon, draw a random multi-attribute card from your deck. Ooh, that will be interesting later because there is 1 card that I've seen already. And for that you need some multi-attributes, I think, if I remember correctly. So that is cool for a multicolor deck. Helps you kinda to draw the stuff faster. You can of course also play that in a dual color deck if you want to get a specific dual color card, but probably more for the control stuff because it's just too weak. You will not play the aggressive deck. Rally is same as Pilfer. Yeah, no, I mean you buff the creatures in your hand, not on the board. So Pilfer is buffing the creature that's on the board. Fighter's Guild Steward, 4 Magicka, 3 attack, 3 defense. Summon a friendly creature with 5 power, battles an enemy creature. With 5 or more power. So a big creature will battle an enemy creature, might be helpful. So that probably sees some play. Then we have the Daedric Crescent, an item. Slay, +1/+1 and +2/+2. So you get the first effect instantly, and then the slay effect might happen or might not happen. Should be okay. And dismantle. Destroy an enemy support or neutral creature. Ah. Okay, some people wanted more support destruction. There you have it. Yeah, rally is when you attack. So, there is more support destruction. You want it, you get it, apparently. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, see, that's what we're talking about. There we go. Boom. Why is it not on my normal account? Shit. I shouldn't be too happy. I need that on my normal account. So, have a great booster pack that I cannot keep because that is not my real account here. That's just a Bethesda setup account. But let's check out the cards. I think we have seen more or less. So these 4 were already revealed, but these 2 are new. And I think this is the one that I talked about. Yeah. Unite the houses. If you have at least 1 card of each attribute in play, you win the game. And the attributes are the 5 colors. So that means you kinda would like to play that in a 3-color deck because it's non-unique, so you can play that 3 times. And then you just need to steal 2 cards of the other color. So maybe you're facing a deck that has the different colors, so then you can steal, like with Steel Mage. Or you just play random cards that will give you more, and then you just need to have these in play, kinda, then you win the game. It's just costing 3, so if you have a lot of small cards, that will fit. So there might be some deck around that. Unite the houses. Pretty cool. Yeah, it's a nice pack, but I cannot keep the cards. That's a problem. I would like to keep those cards, but it's not. That's the card that I revealed. And then we have also the Temple Conjurer. 2/2/2. Exalt 4. Summoner 5/3. Flame Atronach with... Oh, okay, so if you pay 6, then you not only get this, but you also get the 5/3 on the board. I mean, the artwork is definitely cool. It's something for later than in the game. Because it's just the 2. I don't know if you want to play this. Probably a cool card for Arena. Hand of Dagoth is OP. Of course, I revealed the card. It should be OP. But nonetheless, Unite the Houses. I will try that. And that will definitely work easier than the Jarl. You just need to find some random cards and you're good to go. And if you have small random cards, then you can play those in all in one turn because it's just costing 3. So that's good. Unite the Houses seems to be a win condition for Dragon Mount. Oh yeah, that would be, for example, something that you can play. You get random cards into your whole deck. And these random cards can be every color. So that would, for example, work. Okay, I mean the dragons are a bit expensive. Then it's hard to play everything in one turn. But can work. Let's go for the next booster pack. So we already have seen these 4 cards. That's why I will not talk about them. We're just looking for the new cards that weren't revealed so far. Is the server only accessible by media like yourself? Yeah, that is just for content creators, so they got access. You still get access then on next Thursday. And we kind of just started the stream, so you haven't missed too much. Oh, a small drain creature with 1/5. Okay, I mean it's like a big bigger of a zapper, like that you can play for the 1/3. So we have seen this item already. The Temple Patriarch. 7 Magicka. 3-color card with 5/5. Summon, trigger the Exalt of each friendly creature. So that's a card for the Exalt deck. And there are some powerful Exalts if you trigger those. I mean, it's also... They're already trigger for summon effects, for Last Gap and so on. These are rarely seeing play. But maybe the Exalt one is a different. Gore, Stable Master, Dark Elf 3/3/3, summon +1/+1 and guard if you have an animal. Cool, so an animal theme deck. Then I made a new sound. Thank you, Libra.
It's been a long time in resubbing during a new expansion.
Thanks a lot, man, for the resubscription. 7 months. Welcome back to the team. And don't forget, pika. And tell me how you like the new sound. I just made that today. Found a video that was very funny. I think that's why I wanted the sound. So, but I can always change that back. This is just not an expansion, it's a totally different game. Well, yeah, I mean, we will see if it's a total different game. You still play the cards. Thank you also, Shirok, for the follow. So, where was I? It's a Stable Master. So that's probably something cool if you have an animal deck or something. That might be something for the future. Then we have Servant of Dagoth, an Ash creature, another one. And I like the artwork as well. Summon if you have a creature with 5 power or more, +2/+2 and guard. So then he's a 6/6 with guard for 5. I still like a Preserve of the Root more, that you can play kind of for 4 as a 6/6 guard. So I'm not sure about this one. Wild Clumsiness. I mean, you can play him earlier than a Preserver. My face camera is covering the creature attack. Okay, wait 1 second. I can move the camera, of course. 1 second, I just need to hit it. So, there you go. Is that better for you? As long as we are showing the cards. So, then pay additional magicka to get a bonus effect. Yeah, that is Exalt. You pay more to get then the second effect, which is a similar thing that you have also seen in Shadowverse or in other games, so it's nothing new. And then last, we have the Wild Clumsiness, an action card. Betray, which means you can play that twice if you... So you play that first, and if you want to play it another time, you can kill one of your own units. That is betraying, and then you can play it again for free, so you don't have to pay it again. Shackle random enemy creature in each lane. That means if you betray, you could for 3 and 1 unit that you're killing, you could shackle up to 4 units on your opponent's side. That's quite a lot for 3. And then, of course, if you want to betray, you always want to hit a small unit, because you don't want to kill your own main Koro. So that is too much if you want to play a betray card. So, next booster pack. So far I like the cards that I've seen. Some cool stuff in there. And more is coming. So we have the Alt Velothi Assassin, a 2/1/2 lethal rally. So again, I can just show you rally here. When this attacks, give a random creature in your hand +1/+1. Ah, so you don't... I thought you need to hit the face. That's even better. So you don't need to hit the face, you just need to attack. So even if you run into a guard or so, because of the lethal, you still get the effect. So then you give a random creature in your hand +1/+1. You might know that from Hearthstone, for example. They also have something like that. So that's a cool card, I think. Then we have the Bushwhack, 0 cost action card with a cool artwork. I think the premium one will look very decent with the arrow here. Friendly creature ignores guards and can attack creatures in any lane this turn. So kind of like the Blood Dragon on a card. False Incarnate, 4 magicka, 5/4. Your opponent can't gain health. That's definitely a card that you want to play if you want to be the aggressor. So that will be something that you want to play maybe in a mid-range warrior deck or so. The stats are alright. For 4 you get a 5/4. Definitely not too bad. So kind of like you are then targeting the control decks or the decks that get a lot of health. That isn't a problem for you as an aggressive deck. So cool card. Bone Walker. 4 magicka, 1/2 skeleton with a very scary artwork. Another prophecy here, apparently. Prophecy and guard, summon +1/+1 for each enemy creature in this lane. Ooh, yeah. That's good. That's good. If you assume you face an aggro deck, then he hits the prophecy and he has 3 units in the lane. You play that for free, and then you have a 4/5 in the lane with guard. That's pretty decent. So I think this is also a card that will see some play, depending on how the meta is evolving, of course. If there is, everyone is just going super slow and playing control, then you don't need a Bone Walker, but the Bone Walker will be strong if the meta is super fast and a lot of aggressive decks. So, cool card. Ooh, that's interesting. I see 2 different colors here, and that is purple. Redoran Othman, 4 magicka, 3/3. Summon if you have a yellow card in play, you're doubling the health. If you have a red card in play, you double the attack. So either it's more aggressive, so it's a 6/3 then, or otherwise it's a 3/6. I mean, it's kind of then like a Hive Defender without the guard, or it's kind of like a mighty ally for one more and without breakthrough. I don't think you want to play that really. The stats might be too weak. I mean, you can on the other hand, if you have buffed the card, if you play with hand buffs, like here with the rally effect, or if you have played Galeen before, he's then maybe a 6-6 for example, and then he would be a 12-6 for 4. Then it's better, right? And if you buff him even further, let's say you play the not so Praetorian Commander or whatsoever, the bigger he's getting, the better his effect. So then you might have a for 4, maybe a 24-12 or something like that. That would be indeed amazing. You think it triggered both? If you have both, yeah, then it's triggering both. That's true as well. So if you play that in a 3-color deck, I was just thinking right now if you play that in a normal deck with 2 colors. So if you play that in a 3-color deck and you have a yellow and a red one, then you should trigger both effects because it's not an or effect, but it's just like if you have a card in play. So that should then be 6-6. But that only if you play a 3-color deck. So and what is that? For 7, Spirit Knife in action. Deal 7 damage to a creature, draw a card. Extra card draw. 7 damage is most often enough to kinda kill the most stuff, right, that your opponent is playing. There are big creatures that you won't kill with the Spirit Knife, but you kinda can say that's like a Piercing Javelin. Also, now, I mean, Piercing Javelin is also killing wards and so if there's a ward, then that's not helping you. Spirit Knife can be very cool if you get that for free. So we have some cards that will give you the actions for free, for example, and then dealing 7 damage, boom, kill some units, you draw an extra card, and then maybe get another one for free. So that is right now a bit expensive, but it can totally work if you make it a bit cheaper, and there will be things that allow you that. So Spirit Knife will definitely see in the right deck, that will see a lot of play, pretty sure. Don't forget, 3-color decks are the new Schnitzel in Legends. For sure. Yeah, you will see those around every corner, that's true. There's another Spirit Knife, hooray. Feasting Hunger. Oh, that was the one that was revealed today, I think. Yeah, that's a very good card against any sort of aggressive deck. A guard, and you get some health back, that's pretty good. Then we have for 8, ooh, that is a bit expensive. The Lawman here, 8 Magicka, 5/5 guard and ward. That's expensive. I don't know about this one, probably no. Then we have Dagoth Dagger, 1 Magicka item, breakthrough +2/+1. Oh, please no. Please no. The Steel Scimitar is already so annoying, and that is giving you the same amount of damage. You might not care too much for the -1 life, so the steel is giving you +2/+2, but you get breakthrough on the card, and that's just good if you run into a guard and you still deal damage. So the aggressive decks might just drop the steel and then play the Dagoth Dagger. Kinda giving them the same, plus a little bit of benefit. And Rage Power, oh, that's also true. That's also true. It can totally work good with Unstoppable Rage because it's just costing 1. So for kinda, if you have a unit on the board, you play that for 1, and then an additional 8, and boom, you have for 9. Probably a lot of damage and a lot of kills, and then you might just kill your opponent. So that can of course work then with the Unstoppable Rage. Who's next? Moonmoth Castellan. Also that could be Spanish, then it's Castilian. Whatever. So 4 Magicka, 4/3, guard. Plot, put a random guard into your hand. And plot means that you need to play another card before this turn, and then it's kind of getting this bonus effect. If you haven't played a card before, then it's just a 4 Magicka, 4/3 with guard. If you have played a card before, then you get a random guard into your hand. Ooh, that is not out of your deck, so it's totally random guard. Okay, so you can get some cool guards with that. Just casually getting Manticore, and then you have a kind of good guard. So that's definitely giving you a lot of value. So the worst guards is something like 0 attack guard or so, but you won't get those normally. You get something big, a lot of big guards. And then we have how do you say that without the H? It's Lalu, Oathman. 3 Magicka, 2/2. Summon. If you have a green card in play, you gain 3 Magicka this turn, of course. And if you have a red card in play, draw a card. Oh man. Oh man. Just get 3 Magicka this turn. So you kind of can play this for free. Get a 2/2 on the board. And you might also draw a card. Oh yeah, I like this. I will totally play it. Just Lalu. The Iron Artunak has guard. Oh yeah, he has guard. Yeah, you just pick the Iron Artunak. He has guard. This Lalu. Laalu, maybe, with the double A. House of Morrowind. Morrowind remake confirmed. Just take your money already, Bethesda. Here, McRae. They might do that. It will take more time and investment than just the Skyrim remake, because Morrowind is older, so I don't think they have HD things in the game. So they need to remake everything, so Skyrim was definitely easier to make. Oh man. That's a good card. If you play that in a 3-color deck. Okay, that's already known. We have seen this. What is the Ash Oppressor? I don't know this, right? Or the premium one will be amazing, I think, with the effects. So what is that? 3 for 3. Summon. If you have a creature with 5 power or more, shackle an enemy creature. Okay, that's a decent effect, I think. For 3, you can play that. Then we have Gaius Machinations. An action for 2. Betray. Give the top 3 creature of your deck +1/+1. And see, there we have it. The card that we have seen earlier, which is getting double the attack and double the health. That is already working pretty good with that. Combine that with some other shenanigans. Yeah, that will work cool. And Betray means you can play that twice, so that will be +2/+2. I like it. So that will help the greedy decks a lot. There already a fan remake in the works. Yeah, but that's probably not as good as an official one. Becomes a K sound. Oh yeah, sorry, I always forget that. So it's Machinations then. So in Germany we say it a bit differently. So it's Machinations. Okay, thank you. I might still forget that, and then you need to remind me again. So, cool card. Then we have Dagoth Oathman, another Ash creature. There are a lot of Ash creatures. And they all have this little stupid thing in their face. I don't know, what is that? Looks like an elephant. Anyway, that's a 3 Magicka one. 3 attack, 3 defense. Summon. If you have a blue card, then you get +1. And if you have a green card, you also get +1/+1. So then you get for 3 a 5/5. Bit boring, the effect. But, I mean, it's definitely not bad. Even if you just have one of the colors, then that's a for 3 a 4/4, which is a young mammoth. Without the breakthrough, but that's not too bad. Would be definitely more interesting if there would have been 2 different effects. Well, so we have seen this card already, we have seen the item, so how about next booster pack? Tribunal Oathman, 4/3/3. Summon. If you have a yellow card in play, you gain 4 health. And if you have a purple card in play, gain +1 max Magicka. Ooh, yeah. Ramp. Ramp is back. So they have a lot of these cards. I think that's a cool idea. Then we have another Ash creature, Ash Berserker. 4 attack. 3 defense for 4 Magicka. At the end of your turn, if you have a creature with 5 power or more, you will draw a card. Of course you will draw a card. You like that because you want to play that in an aggressive deck with a lot of power. And then you're just drawing and drawing and drawing. And where are your eyes, please? Kinda looks like that he had eyes and then someone just used the rubber and erased them. That looks strange. I don't want to look in your face. Let's go to the Grand Inquisitor. 4 Magicka, 2/3, Exalt 4. So if you then pay 4 more, that means it's costing 8. Then you would get +3/+3 and summon destroy a creature with less power than the Grand Inquisitor. Oh, okay, so if you use the Exalt, That would mean you have then a 5/6, and then you can kill a unit with 4 or less power, which is okay. And if you buff him, of course, it's everything about the buff. If you buff him, boom, killing more, that's good. And the summon effect here is working without the Exalt, so you don't need to use that. If the Grand Inquisitor is already, let's say, 5/6 with some buffs, or if he's a 4 or 5 or whatever you need, you don't need to use the Exalt. It will just cost 4 and you still can destroy a creature, so summon effect is always happening. And we have seen this one, we have seen the Lawman, and what is that? Fighter's Guild Hall. In support card, ongoing one, when a friendly creature takes damage on your turn, give it +2. Okay, and the +2 will stay on the creature, it's not losing them. So kind of like if you play an enraged deck. So if you deal a lot of damage on your own creatures and then they're getting bigger. Could work. We have not seen anything that will work with that so far. But there might be things in the expansion. The edge creatures sometimes look silly, but do not tell them. Do you think they will hurt you if you tell them? Oh, what's that for an ugly creature? The Nyx Ox. Beast, 7/5/5. Gain 6 magicka this turn. Come on. So the card is expensive for 7. You have a 5/5, but you kinda just pay 1 for the card. Because for 1 you get a 5/5. You pay 7 and then you get 6 back. That's good. A good deal. I totally like to pay just 1 for 5/5 and then have a big creature on the board. Not bad. Yeah, the thing is just only, of course, you need to wait until turn 7. You cannot really cheat into the unit, but there were also some other cards that allows you to get extra magicka, so maybe you can cheat even to the 7. You won't play that on turn 1, of course. That's the difference here. But still, even in the end game, 5/5 on the board for 1 is pretty solid. Oh, Clockwork City Pilgrim, a high elf. 3 magicka, 3 and 3. We have a guard, we have Exalt 3, +2/+2. Now that's boring. For 6, a 5/5 with guard is also not too exciting. But I mean, maybe you want that in an Exalt deck. If the Exalt deck is working, then you probably want that also in the Exalt deck. For now, I don't think that this card is too interesting, to be honest. It's kind of weak. Well, Glass Grievous, item 1 magicka. And +1/+1 plot, reduce the cost of a random card in your hand by 1. I mean, it's okay, right? Could be good, I don't know. It's just a really small item. And Lame Corpus. Yeah, he's totally lame. We're not playing such a card. There are definitely better cards for 6. That's kind of like a pack filler. No effect, nothing. Just a cool artwork and that's it. So you probably won't play this. Kind of the first pack filler. I don't think that will see play. Ramscott will be back. Or maybe. Could be. I can already see the Reddit topics. So there will be Reddit topics that, oh no, you can cheat. There's a 5/5 for 1. Don't do that. Don't do that. Lower Canton Smith, Dark Elf, 3 magicka, 2 attack, 2 defense, plot, equip a friendly creature with a steel scimitar. Yeah, that's good. So it's of course a bit understated, so it's just for 3 you get a 2/2, which is not great. But if you have played another creature or something else on the same turn, if you have played another card, then you also get an item. And of course you want to get the item then on the unit that can attack, for example, this turn, deal more damage. And then just have the 2/2 on the board. It's pretty good, I think. Especially if you play that in an item deck. If you want items on the units, like the small one for 2, that's 2/2. Then if he's getting an item +3 attack, so that can work. Just need to find something that you can play for 0. So we've seen these 2. Telvanni Oathman. That's a new one, right? Yeah. 5 magicka, 4 attack, 4 defense. Summon if you have a blue card in play. Draw a random action from your deck. Sure, why not? And if you have a purple card in play, summon a risen dead in each lane. What is that? Risen Dead, 1 attack, 1... it's just a guard, a 1-cost guard. Okay. Yeah, I like to draw random action probably from my deck. That's probably good. Because probably your actions are decent if they are on your deck. And of course if you play a 3-color deck, it's kind of good to draw the actions. So to find them faster. You can smell it, I think so. Okay, we've seen this. We have also seen this. This wasn't the first article, so these are all known cards. Probably I'm not getting any more legendaries because we got 3 in 1 pack. But well, so I've seen this. Grand Inquisitor, I've seen that. There is another pack filler. Cool. Yeah, I'm super excited to play a 7 Magicka 3/8. Oh, we should, by the way, check out the old cards later. If they're also now looking like this, they should probably look like this. Yeah, super uninteresting. Seen this. What is the Twin Lamps console? 3 Magicka 2/4. Plot, Lethal and Guard. So, it's a Fighter's Guild recruit. 1 more expensive. Have better stats, of course, then. And you need to play something before. Otherwise, just a 2/4 without anything. Which is okay, I think. Of course, also no prophecy on the unit. But it's kind of like a bit of a bigger Fighter's Guild recruit. I've only opened 11 packs, 3 legends, and that number is really good. Yeah, that's for sure, but I kinda want to see more legendaries. I mean, we checked the collection anyway after. Still, was a decent pack. So, we've seen this. What's that? Redorant Battle Spear. Rally 1/3. I saw that's not bad. That's not bad if you want to have some buffs in your hand. 6 House Amulet, an item for 1. Oh, that is in the title screen, so on the main menu. Was 1/1. Summon if the wielder has 5 power or more. Give it gains ward. That is happening after the +1/+1. So if you assume you have a 4 power unit, will it then be a 5 and then it's getting the ward? Or is the ward coming first? I think the buff is coming first and then the ward, right? It should work. So, well, I mean, it's okay. Definitely not bad. For 1 you get at least +1/+1 and you probably want to play that on a big creature anyway. And then you can trade if you need to trade. That's good. And then we have the Fleeting Apparition for 5. An action, Betray. Summon a random creature from your deck that costs 3 or less to a random lane. Unsummon it at the end of your turn. Oh, interesting. So you get a unit on the board, like a giant bat that is costing 3 or less. Then you can attack with the unit. And at the end of your turn, you get the bat back into your hand. And you can play that twice. So you can kind of get 2 units on the board. It might even work. Yeah, it's probably working. So you can get that in the last gap deck. You get a unit on the board. You kill the unit that you just got. And then you play the Fleeting Apparition again. So that should work very good. You can then, if you get a Balmora Spymaster, for example, the Spymaster's down. And of course, you will not unsummon it at the end because the unit is gone. But you then already got the benefits. So the Fleeting Apparition, that will be a good card, I think. And 5 in the right deck should be enough if you play that twice. It's for 5 you get kind of like 2 units on the board, which will benefit you. That's a good one. That draw with the Ring of Imaginary Might. Yeah, it's still expensive. You still need to pay the 7 and then you need to pay the... What is the ring costing? It's 2? It's 2, right? Still expensive, so... So, have seen this, we have seen the Nixon, this one is totally new. What is Betty? Betty Netch. It's a Netch. What is a Netch? 5 Magicka. While Betty Netch is in play, your max Magicka is increased by 2. But only while she's in play. I would assume she's not seeing too much play. I might be mistaken. Maybe there's something that's helping the card. Yeah, and I know you can play the Ring of Imaginary Might on it. Or the High Hogarth. But for that alone, that's just getting killed too fast. Costing too much for the effect, I think. If you do not want to trigger specific other things, of course. That could work. If you you want to trigger something specific that needs a specific amount of magicka, then you can drop it and then you can get the effect. Netches are magical flying cows. That's not a cow. How's that a cow? Cow looks different. Okay, so that's a flying cow then. So, what else? Oh, what's that? We got, is that the first premium that I got here? The Dreamer puzzle box, a support for 2. Activate, discard the top card of your deck. Last gap, draw a card. Why do you want to discard the top card of your deck? And you play that, you discard 3 times and then you draw a card. Do you want to mill yourself? Strange card. So if you want to discard something, that might be cool, but you do not know what you are discarding, so it's not like you can see the card and then decide if you want to discard or not. Honorary Kargoti, 2/3/3 breakthrough. Oh no! No, that's... I don't like breakthrough units that you can play early. Thank you, Balro, for the follow. That already smells aggressive to me. I don't like aggressive. So we've seen this. Vivek City Pilgrim, 2 magicka, 2/2. Drain, Exalt, 3/2/2. We have seen this, right? That was revealed already, I think, in one of the articles or so. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. That was, I think, in the first article. Hey Ace, how many packs did I buy? No, I haven't bought anything. That is on the, it's a special server, so you get 60 packs. And these 60 packs are gone after the preview event. It's not like that I've bought anything right now. I will buy booster packs next week when the expansion is officially coming out. So right now I'm just opening the 60 packs that I have here and then we check out all the cards in the collection. Is it live, the new cards? No, it's not. You still have to wait 1 week, kinda. So it's coming out on Thursday. They have a preview event running starting today and that is running for the next... I think 4 days, so over the weekend for sure, and I think also on Monday. So that's how long the preview event is running, and then on Wednesday or on Thursday, Thursday is the official release, then you can also get the packs. So you need to wait a bit longer. So, Dagoth deck, already seen that. The Oathman, we have already seen that. So let's open the next booster pack. I'm talking way too much. Already 50 minutes in and we just opened 30 packs or so. Hilarious. Okay, seen that, seen that. Ren Bodyguard, 5/5/5 with guard. Nothing too exciting if you have a Felix Exemplar, which has also 5 and then 5/6 and an extra effect. So unfortunately, Mr. Bodyguard, you have no chance. If you do not want a Dark Elf, maybe you want to play a Dark Elf. We have seen this, we have seen... Oh, this one is new. Crucial's Favor, an action card for 2. Summon 2 1/1 Imperial Grunts to a lane. And then plot, gain 1 health for each friendly creature in that lane. Oh wait, we're summoning those in 1 lane, not in 1 lane each. So we have then 2 1/1s in 1 lane and then we get the health. You want to have the Imperial Grunts normally in a deck that is running like tokens or so. On the other hand, getting health might be more for a control deck. Or if you have the... increase your health cards, like that is giving you double the health then. Okay, I mean, could see some play. It depends, I think, on the deck that you're running. What is a preview event? Preview event is kind of like I show you the cards already before they're coming out. And I can then build decks and so you can see the stuff earlier and it's still coming out later. It's just that streamers have then access to the stuff. They can, if they want, create some content and so, and you have the chance still to see all the cards earlier instead of they just revealing all the cards with the pictures, and so you have then a chance to see them in action. We have seen everything here. I think I have this item already quite a bit. Hey, Mr. Super Savio, what is going on here? We are opening some booster packs. What's that? What does it call that? Wardwalk Experiment. 0 cost action card. Summon a 0/1 Wardwalk in each lane. Okay, so I think these are the animals then. The Wardwalks. Maybe something for a market deck. I don't know. Or maybe something for a token deck if you draw a lot of cards. Maybe. Oh, this one looks cool. What's that? Ashlander Zealot. 1/1/2 Dark Elf summon, battle an enemy creature. Well, you're a bit small, sir. You might want to get a buff. Little buff on you might be valuable, and then you want to battle. Writ of Execution. Another action card for 4. Choose an enemy creature at the start of your turn. Destroy it and put a completed contract into your hand. Interesting. So it's kind of like what the picture is suggesting. You are backstepping the creature. He can still use the creature on his turn. He can still decide to trade with the creature. So, but at the start of your turn, it is getting destroyed and you get a completed contract into your hand. That can also work against control decks, which are not attacking anyway. The creatures are just sitting there on the board. Interesting card. Is this like the Morrowind expansion or something? Yeah, it is. When will you stream the cards? What do you mean, Libra? I'm already streaming the cards. What do you mean in a deck? For that I just need to open the booster packs first. Oh, we got some premiums here. But everything is already known. We have seen all the cards already. The Mudcrab Merchant is cool. We'll open the next one already. As Doomquake synergy. That's true, yeah. If you have the Doomquake out, he's getting lethal. Or if he's getting something like a buff or so in hand. Okay, what's the deranged Corporus? 2/0/1. Deranged Corporus has +5 on your turn. Oh, ugly. That's a lot of damage if you cannot get rid of the card. If it's sitting on your side for 1 turn and then kaboom, that's a lot of damage. I hate a lot of damage. And then we have the Undimitable Ordinator, a Dark Elf, a 5/5/5 Guard, Exalt 1. Your opponent can't target the Ordinator with actions. Okay. I mean, a 5/5 with 5 as a guard is not too exciting, but the effect is definitely good. So it would cost 6, and then you have a 5/5 with guard that cannot be targeted by actions. Okay, cool. Burning Touch. Prophecy. There's another prophecy. See? Deal 2 damage to a creature. It's a firebolt, but it's costing 2 more. A firebolt is costing you 1 for the same effect, but you do not have the prophecy, so they kind of think the prophecy is worth 2 points of magicka that you need to invest. Bit expensive. I think for 2, it would have been a good card in nearly every deck. For 3, more like a control card then. You don't want to play that in any fast deck. Stand Watch is new. What's that? Action. Prophecy. Give a creature a guard. Draw a card. Oh, interesting. You have a big creature on your board. Your opponent's just running in your face. Boom, you get the Stand Watch. You give that creature a guard and you draw another card. Cool. Cool. Might see play. And then we have here the Barrel Sars Tingering, another action card. A lot of action cards for 2 around. Betray. Transform a creature into a random creature that costs 1 more. And you can play that again. Can get rid of some small shit and then make your creature bigger. You can also use it on an opponent's creature. So if there's a big opponent creature, you can also use it on that. Thank you, Mr. Shank Show, for the host. How are you doing, man? Are you not streaming today? Or are you right now not here? I hope you are here. You should have access to the server as well, I think. So Dress By. Look at the top card of your deck. You may discard it. Oh, there we have it again. Discarding. Plus that's costing 0. Market Archer, for example, will be happy about a Dress By, for sure. Helps you to find the markets faster, helps you to deal damage because there's a market, and you can have a unit on the board. That's not too bad. And then we have the Illusionary Defenses, another action card. Prophecy. See, more prophecies. And who was wondering if there are prophecies or not? There are definitely enough prophecies. Summon a 0/5 illusionary wall with guard in each lane. Sacrifice them at the start of your turn. Ah, damn. So if you get that as a prophecy, unfortunately your guards are not staying on the board. You could have totally betrayed them or so and get rid of the cards. Sacrifice them. But you lose them anyway at the start of your turn. Damn. Otherwise for one would have been very cool. You can still play that of course on your turn and then you can do something with the guards. But if you get that as a prophecy, you lose them. Just losing them. What is plot? Plot means that you need to play another card before you play this and then you get the bonus effect. That is plot. And that is a legendary here. Scar Drillmaster. 6/5/5 red guard with a rally. When the Scar Drillmaster rallies a creature, put a copy of the rallied creature into your hand with +1/+1. What? What? So, you attack, you rally with the Scar Drillmaster. So rally is like you need to attack and then a random creature in your hand is getting +1/+1. Then the creature is getting buffed and you get a copy of that creature into your hand and that also has +1/+1. That is cool. That is definitely cool. That gives you extra cards into the hand. Your creatures are getting buffed. Holy moly, that's a good one. I like that. Plus, it looks very cool. So the girl here. The weapon is cool. Yeah, we totally want to play that at one point. Good card. That's a good one. Hope you like that as well. Oh man, good cards. So then we have the Alderon's Arm Master. Charge and rally. Damn. So can hit the face directly and you buff a card in your hand. And the problem with the rally effects, by the way, is that if your opponent is running a lot of charge units, like the Arms Master, the charge units are also all getting buffed. So then there might be something huge coming for 2 magic or so. Damn. You want to see it being used on Galeen. Oh yeah, oh that would be so good. And then you can just play Galeen, 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 Galeen. Oh, that would be amazing. So we have seen these two. What is the Ancestral Dead? Skeleton, 3/4. Slay, summon a Risen Dead. Risen Dead's probably something small, just a small guard, okay. So nothing too fancy. Plus the artwork kind of looks like that is straight from a 90s computer game. Fine. But the legendary is pretty cool. So what do we have here? What do we have here? Cool Lawkeeper. 3/16 guard and rally. That's a girl. Girl. Divorce Experiments. 9 Magicka. Betray. Summon a copy of a friendly creature. Ooh. Interesting card. Definitely an interesting card. And you can kind of play that twice. So if you need some more Arcanos, just get rid of your small creature. Just play another Arcano. And then, if you just need 5 more damage, get rid of the Arcano. Just create another Arcano. You don't need the other Arcano anymore. You just need the damage in the face. So that's kind of like 15 damage if there is Arcano on the board. Yeah, that's not bad. And you said 10/10 Galeen on some guards and become immortal. And then he's just laughing because he's using triple Arcanos. Yeah, that's a very good card here. Expensive, but you know, you can just get the cards anyway for free with the right stuff. So easy peasy. Good one. And Fear the Fear. Of course, you're also fearing than the fear. You can use it on the fear and create more fears. Then we have also another 0 cost action. They really want to have a good market deck, I think. So we have the Orva's Bargain. Give an enemy creature -1 attack and a friendly creature +1 attack this turn. Can work in the right situation. There's nothing super fancy, but you are not playing that because it's the most amazing effect for 0. You play that because of something else. We have seen this. We have seen all the cards. Let's go to straight to the next booster pack. Make that a bit faster, otherwise it takes too long. This one is so ugly. Oh, we have a premium. Oh, that looks cool. Cool effect. We have seen all the cards already, so straight to the next booster pack again. This one was kind of revealed right before the preview event, which is like a smaller giant bat. Bit different, but well, you know. We've seen. Okay, we've also seen all of these cards. I really like the Nightblade still. That will be fun. Will be fun in the right deck. You also wonder when they will start nerfing those cards. That might not take too long. Right, you can already smell the writing on the wall that there will be people unhappy about some cards. That's old. What is this one? Sadanin Courier 201. Summon equip a +3 steel sword to a friendly creature. So what is then? It's kinda weaker than a normal 2-drop. Like if you compare that to the 3-2 here, that's kinda like a 3-1. On the other hand, you can use of course a weapon already on a unit that's on the board, and that can then deal more damage in the face. So that's why it's kinda losing the 1 extra health here in this situation. And of course, the item might benefit other units if you are running a specific deck. So that should be an alright card. So what's next? I've seen this. This. I think this one is new. Mornold Pilgrim. 4/4 regenerate. Exalt getting a bit more, so not very exciting. An okay card, not very exciting. So straight to the next booster pack. I think we have seen most of the commons now. Probably most of the rares. That's why we've seen everything. Straight. More booster packs are coming, so I'll make it a bit quicker that we see all the cards. Oh, this one's new. Morak Tonk Assassin. Looks cool. What is that? 2/3/2. Summon a 0/1 guard, a target with guard for your opponent, and slay +1/+1. Oh yeah, slay archer or slay decks in general will probably be a thing with this expansion. There are so many effects that allow you to slay. So just giving your opponent so many targets with guard that you can instantly attack, that's probably very good. And the stats are nice. So for 2 you get a 3/2 on the board. Why not? It's good. Will the gravel work against lethal units? Which was a gravel? Probably need to tell me the effect again. Was it regenerate? No, then he's not working against lethal units. He's still dying to lethal units. So, Blood Sacrament. What is that? An action for 3. Betray. Deal 2 damage to your opponent and you gain 2 health. So you can, for 3, you can deal a maximum of 4 damage to your opponent while you're getting 4 health back. Unfortunately, it's not allowing you to target creatures. It's just allowing you to target the face. So you cannot use that to just kill a unit. Only good to deal face damage. Depends, I think, on the deck that you want to play it. So you will not play that in a normal, not in a normal assassin deck or so. You kinda want to deal damage on creatures instead of just dealing damage for the face. Can work. It was immune to damage on this turn. Oh yeah, so if it's immune to damage, then it is not dying to a lethal creature. Because a lethal creature is just killing a unit when you are dealing damage with the unit. So that would be the same if the creature had ward. So it's kind of like a ward for 1 turn, more or less. So a lethal creature should not kill that. So what up? Have seen these. Oh, what's that? Rising of Bones. 4 magic action card. Betray. Summon a 3/3 Rising Horror with guard. Okay, so you kill one of your units and then you get a Rising Horror with guard and then you can use it again. Which makes sense if you use that on small creatures or if you need some guards. So again, you need a specific deck to make this work, or you have last gap units, for example, that you want to trigger, and it's also working. Almalexia's Disciple. 2, 2, 3. Exalt 2. Heal all friendly creatures. Ooh. Healing all friendly creatures. So you kind of for 4 you get a 2/3 on the board and then you're healing everything. Can work. Work. These are all known. Poetic Armiger. 2 Magicka. Dark Elf. 2/3. Another 2/3. Exalt 1. Gain a random keyword. So then you have a 3 for 2/3 and that has a random keyword. Are there other creatures that have for 3 the same stats with already a keyword on it? Because I think it's better to have the keyword already known before. I probably want to play a Windkeep Spellsword before I want to play a Poetic for 3 then. So it's probably better to know the keyword beforehand. You can already see a skewered deck with lots of Betray cards. Yeah, that can for sure work. What is Exalt 1? Exalt 1 means that instead of 2 Magicka, you pay 1 more. So Exalt 1 means you pay then 3 Magicka, and then you trigger the effect. If you just pay 2, if you decide to pay 2, then you just get the 2/3 on the board without the effect. If you decide to pay 3, then you get the 2/3 on the board with the effect, so a random keyword. But it should be stronger if you just already have the keyword on the unit. So I potentially want to play a Daggerfall Mage more than I want to play this unit with a ward, for example, because it also has an extra effect. I probably want to play a Giant Bat more than I want to have a Poetic on the board that has then charge and no drain, for example. So I don't think that this card is too good. Can totally play that, of course, in Arena, because you always get a 2/2/3, which is not worse than a Redrawn Enforcer, which has no keyword at all, and that at least allows you to do something else. Probably need to hit 1 second. So I just need to make a picture of the booster pack, so I have something for the thumbnail. So saved. Mushroom Tower. Oh, that's the one from the picture. So that they're using for the advertisements. Support for 9. Your actions have Betray. Oh yeah, I like if my actions have Betray. Especially the really expensive ones. I always wanted to play at Dawns twice. So for 8. And a creature that you're killing because you kill that anyway. You could clear the whole board. Boom. Done. Pretty good. Pretty good. So the rest of the cards we have already seen. Mushroom Tower will be funny. That allows you for some interesting shenanigans. Oh, Bal Isra War Rider, a red card, 5/3/6 with rally. So again, you can buff your hand. Then this is also a new one. Ambitious Hireling, 2/1/1 Wood Elf. Summon, give another friendly creature power and health equal to the oh no, don't do that. Don't do that. Oh snap. So, you all like Clockwork Apostles, right? You all like Clockwork Apostles that you can play for 7. That is buffing a creature for 4/4. You like those, right? How about you just buff the Ambitious Hireling with a Galeen or whatsoever. If that's a 4/4, for example, you will just buff another creature with the 4/4 stats for 2. So you don't need a Clockwork Apostle for 7. You can just play that for 2 and boom. Have a lot of damage in the face. If the Ambitious Hireling is 20/20 in your hand, you play that. That's a 20/20 burst and you're winning the game. Easy. Easy. That's not bad. So just buff it, have a big creature, and you just buff another creature and win the game. Easy, boys. Premium again. I think I have that already in premium. Corporous Disease, silence a creature, then give it +2. So would be aggressive if you play that on your own creature, but you can of course also silence opponent's creatures, but then they're getting better. So probably, I don't know if you want to play this. Or you can always buff a Sweet World to a 1/1. 1/1 because it was set, not add. Wait a second, was it not? Let me check the card again. Wasn't it like Indral Mastermind? I will just check the card after. Look at the top 2 cards of your deck, draw one and discard the other. So more discard action. This is also discard. Sure about that? You think it adds to it? Wait a second, let me quickly check that. I was here. So we quickly go into the collection. I need to check that first. Maybe I misread it. It was yellow. It was yellow. Where are you? Give another equal... No. You give another creature. See, it's just... You give another creature that power. So give means you boost that by the power. So that's why the card is very good if you buff the card. And you just need to buff the attack. So you give another friendly creature power and health equal to its power. So if the hireling is a 101, you would just buff a creature by 100. Boom, done. Still, you need to buff that somehow. That will take a while, but can be very good. So back to the opening. Baboom, baboom, baboom. Everything. Known everything, yeah. Need some new cards. Probably we need to check the epics. Missing a lot of those. Dadum, 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 dadum. All known. Okay, next one. There's another legendary. So we have the Balmora Captain. 5/4/4. Rally 2, your other rallies gives an extra +1/+1. Ooh, so that's for rally effect, rally deck. He's rallying for 2, that means he's also buffing the cards then +2/+2. Not only +1/+1, it's already better if you have the captain out. And then all the other rally cards that you have, if you have multiple ones of course, they're also then kind of doing rally 2, so +2/+2 instead of +1/+1. And if you have another card that has already rally 2, then it would be of course rally 3. So the more rally the better, and that for example will allow you to play the hireling that you have seen a couple of boosters ago for a way bigger and get a little boost here. So that's good. I think, what's that? Awakened Dreamer. 2 attack, 3 defense. At the end of your turn, if you have a creature with 5 power or more, Awakened Dreamer gains +1/+1. It's okay. I mean, if you have already a strong creature out, instantly getting a 3/4 kind of for 2, which is okay. But you normally will not be able to play that on 2 and then get the buff if you're not playing this new green creature that is getting +5 on your turn, because then you can play the green creature first. You play the Awakened Dreamer on turn 2 if you had the ring, and then it's already getting buffed and kinda a lot of damage. Rally activates only when a creature is on the board, or is it forever? For rally you need to attack with a creature, and then the rally is triggering, and then you buff something in your hand. And then if you play the creature of course, and you are getting the creature in your graveyard, it's losing the bonus effect. Similar to any other creature that you have. So in your graveyard, they're losing the bonus effect. I think... Oh, Prison Ship. Yeah, what's Prison Ship? 3/05. Summon shackle enemy creature while you have a Prison Ship. Shackle enemy... So that means it's forever, right? As long as the Prison Ship is on the board. It's not unshackling, or what does it mean? Shackle an enemy creature while you have Prison Ship. That is then as long as the Prison Ship is on the board, the creature is not unshackling. Correct? Need to prepare build decks with a lot of silence. Yeah, if you face a lot of buff decks, silence is king. I think that's how the card is supposed to mean. That is shackling for as long as the Prison Ship is on the board. Yeah? Okay, good. I've seen all the cards here. So straight to the next booster pack. The remaining cards we're checking then after that out in the collection. Balmora Puppeteer. Plots. +1/+1 for each other card you have played this turn. Oh, that is... if you know Hearthstone. That is kind of like a Hearthstone card. A bit weaker. That's kind of similar. So in Hearthstone, that's a legendary, which would buff the creature +2/+2 for each other card you have played the turn. So that's a bit weaker. And in Hearthstone, the legendary is really powerful. So it's good that it's just +1/+1. Still can get out of control. If you combine that with the right deck that is drawing a lot of cards, this is good. Can get really back, so you can kind of play that on turn 2 even, if you have the right cards, and that is then still getting the buff. That's good. Yeah, the Edwin. The good old Edwin Van Cleef, which is a legendary, pretty powerful in Hearthstone. This is also powerful, I think, in the right deck, but definitely weaker than Edwin. But cool card. Oh yeah, give me Solar Sill. There is your god. Where's your god now? Ah, Awakened Imperfect. Yeah, cool. So we have a 9 Magicka 4/4 blue god here. Unique legendary. Exalt 3, then it's getting +4/+4. For then you would pay 12 for an 8/8. At the end of your turn, if you have an Exalt creature in play, which of course the Sill is, if you have Exalt, then you're summoning Awakened Imperfect. So that means for 12 you would get an 8/8 on the board, and you get another 8/8 on the board with guard then. So that is then for 12 16/16. And of course the effect is triggering every turn. So there's a lot of power to gain here with Solar Sill. There is a plant that does the +1/+1 that people call Edwin Van Cleef in Hearthstone as well. The smaller one, yeah, true. But I mean, the Edwin is a powerful one. So, Solar Sill, cool. Seen that. This one, the Blighted Wurbat. 5 Magicka 4/4. Of course, drain. Wurbats always like to drain. At the end of your turn, if you have a creature with 5 power or more, deal 2 damage to your opponent. And of course, because it is drain, you're then also getting life back. That's a cool card. Should be good. Should be good. Definitely should see some sort of play. Solar Sill. Good boy. Man, how many Bloodline Outcasts I do not have? Definitely too many. Open another pack. Also, that would tell me how many booster packs I need to buy, really. After the 60. We have seen all the cards already. So gonna hold on for the next one. Straight up. And here we have also seen all the cards. We should probably just need some epics now, some legendaries, and maybe 1, 2, 3 rares. The rest should all be in this pack. Yeah, at least some premium ones. This one's new. Cliff Hunter. 6/3/3. Prophecy. Summon battle enemy creature. Yeah, it's good. So, solid card. Expensive for 6 if you want to play it normally, but if you get that as a prophecy, especially of course if you have buffed that. Buffing is king apparently in this meta right now. If you have buffed that, then it's even better, but even if it's coming as a 3/3, you probably can kill a unit. And then you're getting less damage. And you might even kill some big creatures, so with a lot of power. Because the 3 might be good enough to kill something way smaller because there's not enough defense on the unit. So, another prophecy. And with the amount of prophecies we have now, that we have seen so far, the all prophecy deck, the dream of that is coming closer and closer. So that should be doable pretty soon. Exalt is just for the extra 4/4. No, because if you don't use the Exalt, then that's not an Exalt creature. then the effect is not triggering. You need to use the Exalt on the Sosa Sill if you do not have another Exalt creature on the board. That's how it's supposed to be, I think. At least that was what people were telling before. Maybe that's not true, but that was how it was explained. So it is not an Exalt creature if you have not used the Exalt effect. Then it was... So this is only an Exalt creature if you have used the effect. Otherwise it will not be an Exalt creature. Then it's just a 2/2 with Drain and you're losing the Exalt effect. So that was I think revealed by Sharma. Pretty sure. Permanently shackle another friendly creature to draw an action of your choice from your deck. But a pretty good one. Definitely 3-color card that you want to play. So let's play another deck. Yeah, any Exalt creature is doing the trick, that's for sure. But if you do not have one on the board, that is not working. So you don't need to Exalt the Sosa Sill specifically. There could be another Exalt creature on the board, but there needs to be one. Otherwise it is not working. Oh, the sword is blinking. Ooh. Swoosh effect. Okay, nothing new. This one is new. Shrine Guardian. 8 magicka, 8 attack, 8 defense. Guard. When your opponent summons a creature, reduce its power to 0 until the start of your turn. Ooh, it's a Dadra that you can find with some other cards. Interesting effect. So if you just have that on the board, you have an aggressive opponent who's just running charged creature after charged creature. He is not able to hit you in the face. The charged creatures are just going down to 0 and that's it. I mean, you can then buff them of course with an item and so, but that's a cool defensive tool. I like it. Probably want to try that out. Oh, by the way, the loyalty system right now is not really working because Twitch kinda is denying Stream Elements right now the access, so you're not getting any Pokeballs. You can use roulette and so, but you're not getting any extra from just watching because Twitch apparently thinks that is overloading the servers. That will be fixed in a few days. So you still get Pokeballs if you win in roulette, of course, but you're not getting any for watching at the moment. At least that's what they said today. Okay. Light of the Three. 5/4/4 Exalt 2. Give other friendly creatures in this lane 2/2. So for 7, you get a 4/4 that is buffing all the other friendly creatures in the lane. If you have a lot. Cool. And that's totally fitting. You'll see all the guys here in front of her. They just want the buff. They want her buff. Okay, the last pack. And after that we surely need to check out the rest of the cards that are still in the collection somewhere. So everything. Oh, let's check the collection now.